Okay, so let us start now. Fine. So a very warm welcome to all of you. I'll keep the chat window also on so that I'm able to see. You are unable to open the web page. They are showing me like this. Which web page are you talking about? You can just unmute. For the rest of you, you are able to hear me properly. Just confirm and you are able to see my screen. No issues, no? Okay, fine, fine. Great. So I am going to take you through the overview, the overview of the course briefly, so that you get an understanding what exactly are you going to learn from this course. Fine. So let me just introduce myself first. I am Tulika, and I have been a trainer with Henry Harvin for the last about 4 years. Okay, and otherwise also I have been working in digital marketing since 2012, and I have been working as a freelancer. That means like I have not been working under any organization. I have been able to work independently, and I have worked with clients across US, Europe, Australia on different digital marketing projects, like working on content writing, then working with a team, starting with content writing, then moved on to working as content strategy professional, working with a team of writers, working on search engine optimization, social media, PPC ads. Okay, so that's briefly, just so that you understand who is addressing you for this session. Where did I ask you to mark your attendance? There is a link. It will get shared with you again, okay, in the chat box. So you can just click on the link and mark your attendance there. Okay, so all of you just remember doing that. Fine. So before we start with the session, what I want all of you to do is that just briefly in the chat box, tell me about your background, in the sense like professional background, and or if you're a student, then you can just mention that whatever you are pursuing as of now, and what are you like exactly expecting, like what do you expect to learn from this course. Okay, what are your learning expectations and outcomes that you feel that you should like once you go through the course, these are the things that you should be confident with. Okay, so just mention that, take few minutes to write that down. Okay. Okay, fine. So what you do is now, all of you don't type one sentences. You can do it in a Word file or type it in your Gmail, like inbox, and then copy and paste the entire thing. Otherwise, I'll keep getting one sentences from each one of you. Okay. So write your introduction and then copy paste the entire thing in the chat box. So Shanta, I hope you have been able to resolve your issue. Okay, Jayashree, and also mention your expectations from the course. Okay, so and Gulam, how exactly like do you plan to use this? Like whatever you learn, like you said that you want to learn the basics of content writing. So how exactly do you want to use it? Because there are a lot of opportunities in medical writing too. So are you thinking about that or something else? Okay. So Priyanka says BTech. Okay, fine. Joseph. Basics of content creation. Okay, so you just start your blog, Ritu. Okay, fine. So you can just maybe towards the end of the session, you can leave a link of your blog so I can take a look. So Swarupa. Okay, so you want to learn about SEO writing. Okay, yeah, that's very important nowadays. Shweta says, my name is Nikki. I want to write it. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So Manisha, okay, I need to get your full this thing introduction. Satvik, to get more knowledge in SEO. So okay, fine. Through emails and development of website for SEO. Okay, fine. So that also is covered during the course. Okay, fine. Anamika, then Rujita, you want research, medical, technical, academic. Okay, fine, Rujita. Okay, so you want to learn about content writing and SEO. Okay, so quite a lot of you know about SEO already, it seems, which is great actually. So Soumya, blog and a podcast. Okay, fine. Sure, Swarupa, you can share the link of your blog for business development, Rajesh. Okay, as a career as well. Okay, teaching profession. Jhansi, then Sayed. Write reviews on websites, products, product descriptions. Okay. I am the owner of a digital marketing company. Okay, so probably you would need to learn that about writing because obviously a lot of digital content or a strategy revolves around your content as a freelance. Okay, freelance. Okay, fine, Vinita. Then Srijeev. Okay, so this is you've created this on Wix. Okay, you want to take it up commercially. Okay. Okay, Darshana. Okay, fine. So as of now, you just are doing social media content. You would want to know other content formats also. Fine, fine. Okay, Rupinder, then Komal, SEO skills. Fine. Then Aparna. Okay, shortage of correct words. Aparna. Anusha. Learning digital and social media marketing. Okay. Okay, thanks, Gulam. But you are still to, start the course. But yes, at least you've taken the first step. Okay, Satya or okay, okay, fine, Manish. Okay, Gulam, I want to understand how I can write on topics I don't know a thing about. Okay, so this one you need to set your name now in the Zoom box because I don't know who I'm addressing. Sparsha. You want to know what content is all about? Then Geeta says, okay, you've authored, okay, already you've authored books and all. You want to advance my, okay, then you already have a head start. Okay, Dipisha and Pooja. Fine. So the rest of the introductions will I'll take a look later on. Let us start now. So first of all, let me just take you through, like before I take you through the overview of the course, like, the course modules and what are the things that we are going to cover. Let me just briefly give you an introduction about Henry Harvin, because I think the organization that you take the training from is also very important, because it's not just it's not just the trainer who's going to help you during the process. It's also going to be the people like your relationship manager, or for any queries that you have, or for that matter any post course support that you require, or internship opportunities, or writing assignments, job opportunities, certificates. Okay, so all of that is equally important. So let me just take you through. So Henry Harvin was started in 2013 and is based in San Francisco, California. Fine. Okay. For people who have given the introductions now, I'll just go through it maybe towards the end of the session. Fine. So Henry Harvin has its presence in India, Sri Lanka, San Francisco, and Beijing. It has delivered instructor-led training to a client base of more than 30,000 learners, delivered self-paced training to a client base of 2 lakh plus learners. So when I say self-paced, one is obviously what we are doing right now. It's a live session, okay? And then you have pre-recorded videos also, which you can you can decide to probably take technical writing course, a self-paced course for that, and then you'll get the video recordings and you can go through it at your own pace. Fine. So it is providing 80 plus courses. So you have courses in Six Sigma training, you have it in digital marketing, you have it in content writing. So within content writing also, if you later on want to pursue creative writing, or you want to pursue technical writing in detail, so that option is also available. So you have this thing, a repository of more than 80 plus courses that you can choose from. Vendor with 150 plus corporate. So we do a lot of corporate trainings also, and partner to 60 plus colleges pan India. Fine. So we obviously customize the programs as per the requirements of any particular corporate or the university. Okay. Then about this course, this is going to, this course is going to have 32 hours of live training sessions. Okay, so you have some courses which are which are going to be delivered during the weekends, or there'll be some which will be done during maybe Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So you have different options, and you can choose the one that is most convenient for you, but it's going to be 32 hours of live training. Then you have 12 boot camp sessions, which is going to happen on a monthly basis. This is basically a brush up session. So one of the trainers with Henry Harvin is going to come and basically just go through any of the topics that has already been covered in a particular training session that you had attended. Okay, and then obviously you attend the training, but once you start working in the industry, or when you are even working on your own as a freelancer, you will obviously start having questions. In fact, you'll have more questions when you actually start working in the industry or on your own. So these boot camp sessions are going to be really helpful, obviously, because one, they will help you go through the topics again, and secondly, you get an opportunity to again interact with the trainer and ask any of the doubts that you have. Fine. Then you'll get a membership of the Henry Harvin Writing Academy, okay, through which you are going to get access to the LMS, or the learning management system. So any of any of the sessions that we have, it gets recorded. A lot of times it does happen that okay, you feel that yeah, I have understood the concept now, but then maybe 1 month down the line, we start forgetting what was discussed in a particular session. So you will always have access to these video recordings that you can go back to and take a look. Okay, and then you have a few pre-recorded sessions also, which you can go and just since it's already there, you can just go and take a look whenever you feel the need. Okay, then you have engaging assignments and projects. So during the session, the 32-hour session, you are going to be regularly given these assignments that you can work on. So these are going to help you actually build on the concepts that are going to be taught to you in the class. And obviously the feedback that you get from the trainer is also going to help you, help in polishing your writing skills. Okay. And then you have the option to go in for the 1 to 6 month internship opportunity, wherein you will get writing assignments from the industry. Okay, so that again is going to give you a lot of practice, okay, in terms of polishing your skills, because you learn something in the class, but it's actually when you start applying those concepts in the real world that your real learning, starts happening. Like for me, if I did my MBA in marketing, it's not that, the moment I got my MBA degree, I was ready to start working as the marketing manager of any big organization. It doesn't work like that. Yes, you have the knowledge, but then you have to take that knowledge, you have to go into the industry, you have to put it into practice, and that is where your actual learning happens. Fine. So now let me just again go back to the chat window and let me see if I have. Okay, so these are the introduction. So, okay, if you have any questions till now, you can ask me. Otherwise, we'll move forward. In the meanwhile, I'm just giving you 2 minutes. Just put in your questions. Okay, so Deepshika, you can stop sharing your screen. Okay, so I request all of you not to share your screen. Fine. What are the fees for this course? That also will come to, but later on. Okay, we'll discuss that later. Okay, in the meanwhile, I'll also go through the introductions that I missed earlier. You can put in your questions. Okay. So you want to, Pooja, you want to learn more about SEO? Okay, fine. Okay, I've already taken a look. User manuals, environmental blogs. Okay. This is going to go on for 1 hour. Okay, so this is from 1 to 2. Okay. So Deepisha, I think everyone else is able to hear me. So maybe you need to unmute me, or maybe try to just increase the volume on your system. She is not able to hear at all, it seems. Does it cover SEO in detail or just overview? See, Amit, if you want to do SEO in detail, obviously you can go in for the digital marketing course. But for me, when I take this module, since I come from a digital marketing background, I do cover it in detail. As in, like, if you understand what we discuss in the class, you should be able to, because I teach you practically, in sense that I will actually show how, like, I have been able to rank any particular post for a particular keyword. Okay, but yes, if you also want to know about local SEO, or if you want to know about mobile SEO and all, that is not going to be covered. But yes, on page and off page is definitely going to be covered in detail. Fine. Because as content writers, people don't really expect you to know about local SEO or mobile optimization and all, yeah, or for that matter, link building. Okay, but what is required from a content writer, specifically on page, that definitely we are going to cover in detail. How much are you charging? Okay, we'll come to that. Yeah, so Anamika, like I told you, that we have a learning management system, the LMS. You will get the access for that. Okay, and now in the LMS, you should be able to find the video. So whatever sessions we have, that all gets recorded, and the slides are also there. So all the material is uploaded onto the LMS. Okay, the recordings, yes, like I said, it is going to be there. No, we will go through some of the concepts also in the intro. Okay. Uh, See, so uh, Pradhanya, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. See, it is totally up to you how do you want to take forward your internship. So, like, if you feel that you can do one article during the weekend, so you can. So the quantum of work that you take during your internship will be totally up to you. Okay, so there is no like hard and fast rule that you have to be, in the office or something from 9 to 6. It's just the internship is there to give you hands-on practice. Okay, so you can work from your home, and you will be guided through the process, and again the quantum of work that you want to take will totally depend on the availability that you have in hand. The course is for 32 hours. Today we are going to just be going through 1 hour of the session. So again, I'll come back to the questions after some time. Okay, let me go through the other slides as well. Okay. Then once you become a member with Henry Harvin, then you will have complementary modules also, like you will have a module on soft skill development and resume writing, again a live virtual session for that. Okay, so content writing as a future, I'm sure you are all aware there is a lot of opportunity available, because see, all the content has moved to a digital platform. Yeah, whether we speak of an article, or we talk about a press release or a newsletter, everything has moved on to even books. Like you have ebooks, okay, audio files, you have audiobooks also nowadays. So content is increasingly moving to digital platforms. And when you speak of digital platforms, then obviously, like we go and search something on Google. Okay, and then you find a set of results on Google. Okay, so there is a reason why a set of result is coming on page number 1, and why a set of result is coming on page number 10. Yeah, so it's not only it's not happening by magic, or it's not random. There is an entire algorithm that works. Okay, and for any business, any size of business, like whether it is a large business or a small or medium scale enterprise, they all need to have an online presence. And when you speak of an online presence, it could be in the form of a company website, it could be in the form of their social media accounts. Okay, anything, like the platforms are many. Even there are many people who also have YouTube channels, organizations also, so they need content for that. So content is driving the online presence for all the businesses, even for you as a freelancer. Okay, so whoever is doing that, stop doing that on the screen. Okay, so any kind of work that you do, like you want to establish yourself as a freelancer, there is a business that wants to build its online presence, there's a business that wants to connect with its target audience through the social media platform, they all need content. That is why it is so important, like the role of content writers has become so important. And thankfully, thankfully, it is one of those fields where AI or machine learning is still not able to replace humans. Because like there'll be a lot of things, a lot of fields wherein you will hear a talk about machines replacing humans, but this content writing is one field wherein the nuances of any emotion or any feeling or thought, that can be best expressed by a human. Okay, so you are in a good field to be in. Fine, though you have tools nowadays. Like I think just 2 days back I came across this tool which claimed to write as as good as a human. I'll share, like for people who actually join the course, I'll share the link later on. So you also have those options, but definitely they can't actually. This is a field. Even when you speak of translation and all, if you have traveled abroad anywhere, if you try to use a translation tool, a lot of times it ends up giving you very funny translations because a human being doing a translation versus a machine doing a translation, there's still a lot of gap. Okay, fine. So there's huge opportunity for all of you as content writers, so you can get yourself published, which we will discuss actually, that if you want to self publish. Okay, so one option is that you go through a publisher, like, pay money to the publisher and get your book published. Another option is that you self publish your book on Kindle. Okay, so how do you go about doing that? That also will be discussed. Or you want to become a famous blogger, you want to do ghost writing. Okay, or you want to become a digital content writer, or a PR content writer, you want to become an influencer yourself. You must be, I'm sure you must be following a lot of people on on maybe Instagram or Facebook, and you are following them purely because you find their content either very interesting or you find it useful. Yeah, or you can become a copywriter. Fine. And all these uh, form, like, there are different roles that we are discussing. So when we speak of a copywriter, that, as a copywriter, you need to know the persuasive style of writing. Okay, so there are different styles of writing also, which you need to know as a content writer, which is going to be taught to you during the course. Fine. So on completing the program, you will learn the requisites of content writing, then apply successful content writing techniques. Okay, because like I told you, like if you are writing a newsletter, then a newsletter has to be written in a specific way. If you are writing a press release, then a press release has to be written in a specific way. Okay, so these two are different things. It's not that you know about a topic and you can just write a blog article around that. Okay, that is just one aspect of writing, but there are various content formats which you should be aware of. Okay, then abundant writing concepts to equate to your own work, assess your strengths and vulnerabilities for handling writing projects. Okay, know about a plethora of digital platforms and channels to publish. Like they say that the amount of time that you spend in writing, the equal amount of time you should spend in promoting the work that you've written, because otherwise it's as good as just writing in your own diary. Because in the digital world, your work is going to get lost if you are not promoting it. Okay, so you need to know that, for me, where my target audience is available, which are the platforms that are available, where all I can publish and promote my work. And obviously you will gain confidence also, because a lot of times we feel that maybe my writing is not good enough, or you're not confident about your writing. So you are going to get help with all of these things during the course. Fine. So, what is content? But before we come to this, I will just ask one question. What do you think? Like, if I want to ask you, what are the three main characteristics of a good content writer? Can you just list down for me the three characteristics of a good content writer? I'll come to the questions later on, actually, okay? Because it will otherwise break the flow. So, let me just focus on what I am discussing right now. Okay, so Nikki and beneath, you say, okay, creativity, language, understand the target audience, good research and delivery, conveys the theme, clarity, subject knowledge, persuasive, informational, error free creative language, yes, knowledge and language creativity. Okay, so ability to gather relevant facts, presentation and delivery, and creativity to make the content interesting and informative. Okay, precision, good language, clarity, briefing skill, presentation, engaging, something which can make a change. Okay, entertaining, able to use right words in right order, research, creativity. Yes. Okay, fine. Plagiarism free, very important, which we will discuss actually during the course. Okay, informative language. Okay, yeah, so if I have to tell you the three main characteristics of a content writer, I would place your language skills at the top. Okay, how many of you agree? So yeah, we know content is like, yeah, either you are sharing information or you are sharing your own experiences, you're sharing your knowledge. Like, if you're writing a textbook, you are writing, you are sharing your knowledge. If you are writing an autobiography or you're writing a blog article, probably you are sharing your own experience. Creativity, like if you're writing your a book or something, you are doing storytelling, then you need to bring in creativity. Okay, but it's not like limited only to writing books. And nowadays, even in business content, a lot of storytelling. I don't know if you have paid attention to that. If you see, a lot of times, even the social media accounts of big brands and all, they do a lot of storytelling. Yeah. Okay, now coming back to the three main characteristics of a content writer. Definitely, the first and the foremost thing is your command over the language. Whether you choose to write in Hindi or English or any other regional language or French or German, that's immaterial. But yes, your hold on that language needs to be really strong. Either you have it already or you need to work on it. Okay, and this is something that we are going to work on during our module on language specifications. Information and knowledge. See, information is like, probably like, you are sharing, these are though interrelated, information and knowledge. But as far as content, if you want to demarcate the two, information is like, probably you are writing something about AI, or you are writing about maybe machine learning, or content writing, or SEO. So basically, you are sharing information. And knowledge here is basically talking about, like, if you're writing a textbook, okay? So if you're doing academic writing, okay?
काय करते
Yeah, just come again. There's a lot of.
अरे हे कंटेंट रायटिंगचं काम आहे.
Okay, I am not able to hear. You can put your query in the chat box. Fine. So, like I said, that we are going to work on that during your language skills. Like we have a module on language skills. Someone else. One second. I think.
याचं क्लास घेत आहे तर तो पाहून राहिलो.
Actually, maybe the people. Maybe Kamika, if you are around, you can just put the person on. Okay.
सांगत आहे तिथल्या अर्ध्या गोष्टी आपल्याला माहितच आहे. पाहतो नाही तर बंद करतो.
Okay, I've put the person on mute. It's okay. Okay, so that was number one, your command over the language. That has to be really strong. Okay, and then, like I told you, that if you are already confident about your language skills, that's great. You already have a head start. Otherwise, you have to work on it. Okay, and that is something that we are going to work on when we do our module on language skills. Okay, and here also they've given a few requisites of content writing, but this we will discuss later on. I first want to focus on the three most important characteristics of a content writer. So, like, first I mentioned language skills. Okay, so like I told you that our first module itself is on this particular topic. Okay, so we are going to take a look at things like it's given here. Sometimes if I ask you to spell a word like color, what's given here, so a lot of you may say COLOUR or COLOR. Now, not both of them are correct. Okay, but how will you choose which one to use? Whether you should use this COLOUR or COLOR would depend on the audience that you are targeting, which brings me to the second point. Three most important characteristics of a content writer. Like I said, first one is your language skills. Second is your understanding of the target audience. Okay, that's very important. In fact, any content format that we do during the sessions, I'll always bring you back to telling me, like, who is your target audience for this particular content that you are writing. Why? Because, like, if I give you an example, like if you are writing for you are a fashion blogger, okay, or your brand, your organization is into maybe office wear for women, but maybe the kind of content that you are going to write for women who are in their 40s versus working women who are in their early 20s is going to be different. Agree or disagree? What do you feel? It's not that, just because I am saying something and I am the trainer, I am uh, I'm right, you agree. Yeah, definitely. So uh, if you want your content to move in the right direction, then you definitely have to have a good understanding, like we also talk about the buyer persona. Okay, so you have to draw out a buyer persona, and that also we'll discuss during the class when we do our session on content strategy, that how exactly do you define your target audience. Okay, so there are different metrics that you need to take into account, like for example, uh, it is the demographic details, as in maybe the city that this person belongs to, the age, the income level, the gender. Okay, then you will also take into account their geographic factors and psychographics. Okay, so you will take into account the demographics, which is basically the census data. Then specifically, if you want to zero in onto a particular geographical area, that also you can take into account, and psychographic factors. See, anyone wants to say something, you can just type it into the chat box, or you can unmute and you can also speak out. Okay. Okay, fine. So, but that we will do when we do in the module on content strategy. But understand for now that language skills, then an understanding of your target audience, and third, which sounds simple but is very important, the ability to write. Okay, now tell me one thing. If I say, or maybe you come across a person who has impeccable English, skills, writing skills, or language skills. Do you think for sure that that person is going to be able to write well? Like, for example, you always scored very good marks in your English. Okay, you always scored like really good marks in your school, in your college, and now if I give you some topic to write on, you may just draw a blank on the paper. You may not be able to write because you need to have a certain thought process. That thought process is very important if you want to become a content writer, and that is something that we are going to work on. Yes, one must have a sense of creativity and flair for writing. Yes, it's just not, yeah, I mean, it's language skills is important, but then the ability to write, you need to work on that. Like right now also, if I give you one word, okay, your question had an answer in itself. Yes, if I give you one word, let's say rumor, quickly, I'm giving you 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Okay, not quickly, let's just give you time. Okay, just describe a short scene using this word, rumor. You have to describe a scene in just 2 to 3 sentences using this particular word. No, you have to, Nikki, you have to, you don't have to give me an actual rumor. You have to use this word in a sentence to describe a scene. Or take a simpler word also, maybe color. Take a word like color, either of the two. Okay, and just frame 2 3 sentences that describes something happening, maybe like something happening in the park, or maybe life can't be based upon rumor, it will demolish your journey. Okay, fine. Great comedians always have a spontaneous sense of humor. Okay. But what I want is 2 3 sentences that describes a scene, something that's happening. These are simple sentences. I want a scene to be described. Okay, this describes something. There were beautiful colors in the day, but my blind friend couldn't see it. So it is describing something. So rumor has it that the girl next door has run away with the grocer down the street. Okay, I hope the rumor is false. A rumor can poison relationships if not checked for its authenticity. Some people try to be humorous, but they are rather funny. Okay. The rain colored her sari from plain white, which soaked her eyes with tears of joy. Okay. To end super soon, rumor has it that he went on the other side, but it didn't look like that. He went through the hardships of what the enemy will put you through. Okay. Fine. Now then just one of you, any one of you, just tell me what was your thought process? Did you have to, you know, imagine something first? Think about the topic. Any one of you can unmute and just explain, just explain your process. It was a brain teaser. Okay. It's not okay to be with that. Only a person has died in the room. The rumor is that he is my friend's father. Imaginative. Okay. Yes. So yes, you have to put your mind to work. Even for a simple word. Once again, the screen will have to be first of all cleared. So Kanika, are you around or this is very distracting? I can see all this on the screen. So this will have to be cleared. Just give me 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute, all of you. Okay, so I don't have the control for that. So I've just told the concerned person to turn it off. Fine. So, anyways, yeah. So let me just brainstorm to think, and putting thought into words is a task. Yes. By the way, all of the text that you're putting into the chat box, I will take a look at it later on because we have a 1 hour, you know, time limit. So obviously, maybe I will not be able to go through everything right now, but I'll do it later on. Fine. But yes, we need to have this discussion that even for a simple sentence or two, you have to put your mind to work and in a certain way. Since I gave you a particular word and this was more like a creative writing, because like I asked you to describe a scene. So you must have visualized something and then you try to put it into words. Yeah. But if you were writing some business content, then your process would have been different. You will not start imagining things then. उसमें आपका first step क्या होगा? In that, what you will do is that first of all you will do the research, you will read about that topic. Give me. Okay, so you are saying annotate your screen so that participants can't so here you are saying that I need to do something from here. Let me just clear all drawings. Okay, fine. So this has gone, but I request people who are doing that, don't do that. It's very distracting. Okay. Yeah. So this is fact versus fiction. Even for autobiography, that's fact, but then you need to write it in such a way that people find it entertaining. Yeah. So that again, you will bring creative writing into the picture. But then I'm saying each writing type that you do will have a different process. One, you start with your imagination. The other, you will start with research. You will try to understand what has already been written about that topic, and then basis that you will prepare your own skeleton or a framework. Then you will maybe create the sub parts, okay, and then you will start adding content to it. You will do the proofreading, and I mean, the proofreading and the editing is common to both forms of writing, but then the starting point and the entire process itself is different. Okay, fine. So that is something that you need to practice, or that is something you need to know, that okay, this is how I can polish my writing skills, what are the exercises that I need to do. Okay, so these are again things that you are going to be taught while you when you attend the session. Fine. Again, these are things that I am taking you through right now, but at the same time, this is a part of modules. These are a few slides on language skills, but obviously we are going to discuss all of this in detail, like how do you sometimes we tend to add unnecessary words in our writing. So how do you get rid of that, or why should you write in the active voice versus passive voice? Okay, consistent English. Okay, then again, how do you go about writing catchy content? Something, again, this is very important for digital content. Okay, writing a catchy headline, because a lot of times people will decide whether they want to read your article or not, depending on the headline that you have selected. That doesn't mean that you have to take clickbait titles. I'm not saying that. But definitely your headline has to be interesting enough for people to, or even if it is like, about a serious topic or something, it should, from the title itself or the headline itself, people should get an idea that yes, this is going to be useful for me, and that is why they would want to, maybe click and read the article further. Choosing a voice, whether you want to write in the active voice or the passive voice, establishing the tones. Okay, so again, tone in writing is made up of a lot of different things. Okay, so maybe the kind of punctuation that you handle, or maybe the kind of words that you use. Like if I'll say, in fact, for you guys also, like if you've gone to a restaurant or something, and then they'll say, warning, you are under CCTV, this area is under CCTV surveillance. The other way to say the same thing is, smile, you're on camera. Meaning to change nahi kiya na, the meaning remains the same, that basically you are being watched. If you do something wrong, they are obviously going to come after you. But just see the difference. Okay, one says, warning, this area is under CCTV surveillance, and the other one says, smile, you're on camera. Okay, then you have the, so all these are parts of tones. Okay, and then you have your writing styles. Like there are 4 writing styles. You have the descriptive style of writing, you have expository style of writing, you have persuasive style of writing, and you have the academic writing. Okay, so that also we are going to discuss in detail. Like if you are writing content for an ad, okay, or maybe you want people to take desired action, like you want people to come to your website and you want them to book their tickets through your website, or they want you want people to download your ebook. Okay, so how do you convince people? For that you need to follow the persuasive style of writing. Then you're writing a book. Okay, you're writing a story, and in that story you need to describe a particular scene. So how do you describe the scene? Okay, that is following the descriptive style of writing. So you have 4 writing styles, which we are again going to cover. Fine. Then a very important aspect, and I think a lot of you also mentioned, searchability. Obviously, One important aspect is that you write very good quality content. But in essay, you are going to follow expository. Okay, it's going to be yes, yes. That also will get discussed. Okay, pradhanya. Yeah, fine. So when we one like we've already discussed the quality factor, the language skills and understanding the target audience, and then working on your writing itself. Now comes the technical aspect, as in when people go to Google and search for something, then your content should show up. Now, like I told you, Google is a a different world altogether. So, like I told you, if there is some if there is some result, like you go and type on Google, content writing course India, okay, you will get millions of results, like in just like a fraction of a second. Some results are on page 1, some results on page number 5, then on page number 1 also, there are some, obviously it's ranked, like result number 1, number 2, number 3, okay, it's in a certain order. uh, Google is ready to eat stuff. So why is that happening? Because Google has an algorithm. Okay, they are a search engine. Why they are doing so much better than any other search engines? Like you had Yahoo also, you still have Bing also, but we don't use that. Why? Because nobody can replicate the kind of results that Google sends back. Yeah, anything that you put in, you will get relevant results, especially in the first and the second page. Yes, once you move on to the third and fourth page, the results may not be that relevant to your search query, but at least on the first page and second page, you do get relevant results. So Google takes its job of returning these results for your search query very seriously, and it has an algorithm which has more than 250 ranking factors. Okay, तो जैसे स्कूल में आपको मार्क्स मिलता था ना, that ma'am has given you an exam, and then she's told you that see, I'm going to mark you on your handwriting, and I'm going to mark you for sticking to the word limit, and I'm going to mark you for the correct usage of grammar, and then if you write in bullet points, so I am going to give you marks on these things. Then I'm going to assign a weightage also. Ki for handwriting, I'm going to assign 5% weightage, for correct usage of grammar 50%, and writing in bullet points maybe 30%, like that. So every criteria doesn't have the equal weightage. Fine. So Google has, like I told you, more than 250 ranking factors, and on the basis of that, it ranks websites or for a particular search query. So how, as a content writer, you need to create content which is search engine optimized. That is also going to be covered. Then keywords, the entire digital world is ruled with keywords, like whether you go to shadi.com or you go to naukri.com, your search starts with a keyword. So what exactly is a keyword, and then how do you optimize your content for a particular keyword? All of that is also going to be discussed. Fine. Clear, everyone? Clear till here? Okay, in the meanwhile, one second. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Okay, and these SEM means search engine marketing. So, when you go to Google, you will see now, for any keyword, a lot of times you have these ads. One second. So, like if I go to Google and I start typing content, one second, content writing, okay, so you will see these ads. Okay, so companies are running ads for these particular keywords. So search engine marketing, SEM, basically is concerned with these ads. Okay, and then here you have the organic results. That means they are ranking purely on the basis of the SEO, or search engine optimization, that they have done. Fine. But anyways, we'll discuss that in detail, but just understand SEM is basically concerned with these ads that you see. Okay, search engine marketing. Okay, so basically these are actually much more than this. So this is different content niches that you can work in. Okay, and all of this is going to get covered during the course. So if I have to tell you about the different modules, we start with the language skills. That's your first module. Then we move on to the the name. Let me see exactly the name I'm forgetting. Let me just check. I'll also show you. See, this is the internet skills. This is the second module. So this is wherein we are going to do things like working on your website. So all of you, I'm going to take you through creating your free website on WordPress. So if you want to start a blog, how do you start with the blog? How can you start posting articles and all? Then how do you do keyword research, and then how do you write search engine optimized content? That is going to be covered in the internet skills. Okay, so this was your first module, and then this is your second module. And by the way, this is the LMS. So this is what you will get access to, wherein all the modules, the presentations, the pre-recorded sessions, plus the live sessions which are recorded, all of that will be uploaded. Then the third module is business and marketing writing. So here we are going to cover different writing styles, like book writing, then writing a proposal, then book reviews, ghost writing, fiction writing, copywriting, SEO writing, all of the business content that you have. Then you have technical and research writing, so wherein we are going to cover writing a research paper, thesis, project reports, and also basically mainly concerned with academic writing. Fine. Then you have a module on creative writing. So we will cover things like obviously first the basics of creative writing, dialogue writing, script writing, fiction writing. Okay, so academic again is technical only, but specifically if you want to learn about writing, creating a study material or academic guide or tutorials, e-learning, instructional design, question banks, or designing a rubric, all of that will be covered here. Then you have a module on content strategy. Okay, so like if you are working with an organization and then they want you to develop the content strategy, how do you go about working on a content calendar, that, or how do you draw a buyer persona, how do you draw out your target audience, that is going to be covered here. And then very important, how do you earn from your content writing skills? Like I told you, I have been working as a freelancer since 2012. So how exactly do you go about building your profile as a freelancer? Because when you are working with an organization, all you need is a resume, and you need to reach out to different organizations, or you can take help of job portals like LinkedIn or naukri.com, and you get help with your job search. But as a freelancer, you don't have any of these things to help you out. So how exactly your profile, your personal brand becomes very important. So how do you work on your personal brand? uh, and then once you've done that, in the sense like you may start with a website and you start with a social media presence, then how do you go about finding the jobs, writing jobs, and then submitting proposals? How do you get paid? Like a lot of content writing job could be based out of US or UK. So how do you get paid in dollars or pounds? Okay, so all of that is going to be covered in this particular module. Fine. Clear, everyone? So, and then these are the program details. So you have a lot of things like the training, the self-paced videos, assignments and projects, the certification. Then you have the membership of Writing Academy, then e-learning LMS portal access, then like I told you, the monthly boot camp, and unlimited access to multiple trainers. As in tomorrow, maybe after you've attended the session and all, you feel that there is one particular session that you want to attend or revise with a particular trainer, that also is available. You can speak to your relationship manager. Okay, and the actual price of all of this is 41,991, and but you have to pay 15,000 rupees for this entire package. Fine. And obviously you can also discuss the details with your this thing, the relationship manager. What is monthly boot camp? Monthly boot camp is basically that every month there is going to be one brush up session with a trainer. Fine. And in that they'll revise any topic that you've previously covered when you took the training, like you finished the training last week, and then you did the 32 hours of training. In May there is going to be a second session where you will be able to ask your queries. Okay, 1 second. Are you able to see the screen? Are you able to see my screen? Okay, okay, fine. So let me just share the PPT with you guys. Okay. So so are you clear now? Because a few of you were asking about the program fees and all. So this is 15,000 rupees. Okay, fine. And like I said, okay, so like I said, you can fill in the form to get if you want to get access to this particular PPT. Fine. Okay, let me just see. What about internship is after the course? Okay, so not right now. Once you finish with the course, then you can apply for the internship. Okay. Okay, boot camp is basically your yes, internship is guaranteed. So if you want to, take up the internship, there is no ifs and buts there. Okay, you can go for it. But this total course is for 32 hours. So as far as placements are concerned, you are going to be internship is free. Okay, LMS portal is you will get access to it. So the moment you sign up for the course, your relationship manager will give you the login details and all. Fine. So LMS portal is obviously I had already shown it to you briefly, wherein all the modules were there. What about certification? Is it globally valid? Yes, it does carry weight. Okay, so it's not that it's something that is not ultimately. See, yes, certificates do help, and combined, with that, your knowledge, and then when, like I told you, that will also take you through building your online presence. So all of that is definitely going to carry weight. Okay, uh, learning management system. Yes, that is the LMS. Self-paced video. So see, there are two things. One is that you will have live sessions. Okay, so like for example what we are having right now, so this is going to be recorded and uploaded. Okay, so like if your batch starts on 17th of April and then it goes on till maybe 20th of May, so all the sessions that happen during that 1 month or something is going to get uploaded on the LMS. On the LMS, you have a few self-paced, some videos also, which obviously you can take a look at whenever you have time. Will the recordings be available only for 24 hours? No, no, no. You will get the access to the LMS, okay, and you are going to have the access, okay. So it'll stay with you. So you don't need to worry about that. It's only going to be 24 hours or 1 day or 15 days. Okay, all the course, see, course is for 32 hours, and जो monthly boot camp होता है ना, जो brush up sessions होते हैं, that is for 12 sessions. So that is basically for 1 year. It is recognized. Okay, so your certificate is going to be valid and it is going to carry weight in the industry. Okay, 1 second. Okay, now a few details about the upcoming batches. So the weekend batch is going to start from the 11th of April and the weekday batch is going to start from the 12th of April. So if you want to talk to the concerned person or the sales team at Henry Harvin, you can please take a note of these numbers. Another very important thing is that there is an early bird discount that is going on right now, okay, because the financial year has just started. Okay, and if you want to avail of that early bird discount for the fee, so like I showed you, it was 15,000, but if you want to avail of that particular discount, then please reach out to the concerned person and these numbers. Okay, so they will help you through the process. Okay, fine. So even the link that you have you received that link for the attendance, all of you? Okay, so if you scroll up in the chat box, you should be able to follow that, find that link. Or if someone else can find that link and please put it here, there also you should be able to. Okay, no issues, Pradhanya. So for others, someone else, people who joined early, if you have that link for the attendance, please just put it here into the chat box. So it's here. So you should be able to find a link for that early bird discount also. So please see if you want to take that. Okay, and obviously I'm sure you will have a lot more queries and all. So these are the numbers that you can get in touch with if you want to find more details about the course. And if you have any questions now, you can ask me. I'm here for another 5 minutes, so you can just ask me your questions if you have any. Let me just see if I have missed. See the exact discount amount and all, the sales team will be able to help you with that. No, Geeta. What we were showing you is that actually what we are offering you, the value is 41,000, somewhere around 41,000, which Henry Harvin is giving to you at 15,000 rupees. And since it's the beginning of the financial year, they're also giving some additional discount, the early bird discount. So if you want discount over and above this 15,000 rupees, then you please get in touch with with any one of these phone numbers. Okay, for the digital marketing course, I'm not sure if the webinar is held or not. You can again speak to the people, the concerned people here. The fee details for the medical writing, Srikant, that you can check on the the website, Henry Harvin website. Okay, because I don't teach that particular course, so I'm not really aware of the fee for that. Usually, 20 to 25 students at the max in a batch, not more than that. Priyanka, no, obviously, Priyanka, as a content writer, you have to write everything on your own word. It should never, Google should never be able to trace back that, this is your source. Obviously, you will have your sources because you will do your research, but it should not be able to track because, you have plagiarism tools to check all of this. So every week there will be a session. Till how many sessions? Till 1 year? No. This course is for 32 hours. Okay, so either you take the weekday batch or you take the weekend batch. Okay, so अगर आपने weekend batch लिया है, it will happen only on Saturdays and Sundays. Okay, so the time could be like 7 to 10 p.m. on Saturday and 7 to 10 p.m. on Sunday, and till you will keep on having it on Saturday and Sunday, obviously till you complete 32 hours. So it's not for 52 weeks. The course is for 32 hours. Okay, या आपने अगर weekday batch लिया है, so your batches are happening on Monday, Wednesday and Friday from 8 to 10:30. So every week you are doing 7.5 hours. So in about, I think, 11 to 12 sessions of 2.5 hours each, you should be able to complete the 32 hours. Okay. Duration is 32 hours, either weekday batch or weekend batch. Weekend batch is Saturday, Sunday, and weekdays batch is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Usually the timings is 8 to 10:30 p.m. because we have a lot of working professionals who attend the sessions. So obviously, they cannot join the session before 8 o'clock. No, the 32 hours will be completely live. That means if I am your trainer, I will be there and be taking the session. The pre-recorded videos are for your reference, okay, extra. But the 32 hours training is going to be delivered live, okay? So there'll be a trainer who will be sitting with you like what I am doing right now and delivering the session, okay? Will we be industry ready? Yes, you will be industry ready after you take this course. How can one secure a work? So Henry Harvin does give you these job openings and all wherein you can apply. Okay, so on a weekly basis or on a fortnightly basis they will be sending you these openings, okay, which you can apply to. I would suggest, Pushpa, the basic requirement is one basic requirement is good command over the language. And since we are talking, we are delivering it in English, I will talk about English only. Now if you have that, the rest of the things is going to be taught to you. Okay. Remedial classes for those who have already attended in the past, in the sense, yes, like I already mentioned now, if there are a few sessions that you need help with, definitely you can get in touch with your it's not that you can take the entire batch again. Okay, it's not that you can take the entire 32 hours, repeat it again. But yes, if there are a few sessions that you want to repeat, you can. Okay. Weekend batch again, if it is 7 to 10, then every week you will have 6 hours. Okay, so 32 hours will get completed in, I think, 13 sessions, है ना? Does Henry Harvin give us freelancing opportunities? It depends. It totally depends. But yes, what they guarantee is an internship, and they will help you with these job opportunities which you will have to apply to. Editors Guild of India. See, the certifications, they are, Henry Harvin is registered with the content writing, the necessary bodies in content writing, but I don't think it's recognized as such by Editors Guild. But the certificate that you get is definitely industry recognized. Okay. This course and the postgraduate content writing course. Obviously, see, the postgraduate content writing course अगर आप करते हो वो काफी ज़्यादा detail में होगा. But definitely, this is again a very comprehensive course which covers most of the relevant topics, and which is going to most importantly prepare you if you want to take up content writing as a freelancer or if you want to get into the industry. Okay. The LMS access, Jayashree will be there, for with you. You have the lifetime membership, so you don't need to worry about that. What was Anamika's question? You were curious about Anamika's question. Please Yes, even international students can apply. Yes, definitely video recording will be there. Okay, fine. So I'm out of time now because I have another session coming up at 2:30. अगर इसके बाद भी आपके पास कोई questions होता है, you can obviously reach out to your, to these phone numbers, and the people at the team at Henry Harvin is going to be obviously very happy to help you out with any queries that you have. I just hope I have been able to cover as much as I could in 1 hour, a little over 1 hour. Okay. And so now take your time and think about it. If you feel that this is something that you want to do, please, just go ahead. Fine. Okay. Great, everyone. So I am ending the session, and it has been great interacting with all of you. And I just hope that whatever expectations that you have from this course, you are able to achieve them if you take up this course. Fine. Okay. So I will be leaving the meeting now. So bye everyone and have a great weekend. Okay.